From SwissWatchExpo, spotlight on the Rolex Submariner Kermit and its different versions. Rolex is known for making subtle design evolutions, but every now and then they throw in a surprise, and that's exactly what they did with the Rolex Kermit. Introduced in 2003, the Kermit marked the 50th anniversary of the Rolex Submariner. The bright green aluminum bezel of the Kermit was a bold, unorthodox move. What was then a polarizing model is now a collector's favorite, and with the latest green Submariner comes renewed interest in the collection. Here's a guide to the Rolex Kermit's versions through the years. Subscribe to our channel to get updates on new videos. The Rolex Kermit is most recognized for its bright green bezel, but along with it came another change in the Submariner's design, the maxi dial. It featured larger hour markers and fatter hands than the standard Submariner, resulting in increased legibility. The rest of its design remained the same, namely its 40mm steel case, caliber 31-35 movement, unidirectional rotating bezel, and the depth rating of 300 meters. In typical Rolex fashion, the Kermit went through incremental changes throughout its 7-year lifespan. There are as many as 9 different versions, with different combinations of the bezel, dial, cases, and packaging types. Here's a simplified guide to different flavors of the Kermit. The most popular variation of the Kermit is the flat 4, called such because of the different font for the bezel's number 4. It has a noticeable flat top instead of a pointed end. There are 2 versions of the flat 4 bezel. One is the serified version, whose numbers have small projections at the end of each stroke. The other is the non-serif version, whose numbers don't have the projections. Kermit models with the flat 4 sell at a premium, as these can only be found on the earliest generations of the Kermit. Aside from bezel fonts, the Rolex Kermit's bezel colors also evolved. There were 5 known variations of the Kermit bezel. 4 were in racing green colors, while 1 stood out with its lighter olive green color. Nicknamed the Bertolli, this particular bezel was only produced for a few months. The Bertolli also comes with a serified flat number 4. While the first 2 versions of the Kermit came with a flat 4, later versions came with a pointed 4. This means the number 4's upper parts meet at a certain point, creating a triangle. There are 3 generations of the Kermit with the pointed 4, which are further classified based on their font thickness and on the shape of the number 5, which had either rounded or squared corners. The Rolex Kermit was discontinued in 2010 to give way to the green dial and green bezel Rolex Hulk. The Rolex Hulk remained in production until 2020, when Rolex unveiled changes to the Submariner line. All the 2020 models are now 41mm rather than 40 and come with an improved movement, the caliber 32-35. The new Submariner line also marks the comeback of the green bezel black dial Rolex Submariner, this time with a Cerachrome ceramic bezel. Rolex fans have been calling it the Cermit or the Kermit 2. But the name Starbucks is also growing in popularity after the coffee house chain. The Rolex Kermit's timeless design and distinctive green bezel makes it a unique classic. Explore our selection of Rolex Kermit watches at SwissWatchExpo. Want to learn more about Rolex watches? Click on the upper right screen for our Rolex playlist. Don't miss out. We launch 2 videos weekly on the best and the latest in watches. To get updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel.